Welcome to my channel. So in this video I'm going to copy a lady from YouTube and Facebook that I follow who does beautiful nail art. I shall link her videos and all her media in the description box below. Hopefully I'll be able to link the lady in the video too, and then she can give me a comment on how well or badly I've done. So I'm trying to recreate what she did, which was leaves, autumn leaves, rain or dew drops on the shadow. One of them beautiful, like, unrealistic things I'd ever be able to do. I thought I'd try. It started out okay, and then it started to sort of go a bit panty. But here we go. So I've done the V's at the top of the leaves just to try and get them all in the same place, and then I drew the leaves outside outline of the leaves. I'm using Madam Glam's Perfect Yellow, Perfect Black and Perfect Red. And then I'm using SBD's gel paints, black, white, and then I use SBD matte top coat and SBD non-white top coat as well, and my Glitterbels brushes. So I will link everything I'm going to use in the description box below. The top were too bad, the bottom ones turned out a bit too weird, I think, for my liking. Like the positioning of them, so like not very leafy looking, but it you know, it done the trick because it was just practice, right? So I just gave it one coat, was happy with that, baked it for the 30 seconds under my LED lamp, and then I came out and went over and gave it a second coat just to make that yellow vibrant. And I just completely just thought, what do I do that for later on in the video, because I sort of, you don't really get to see the yellow much anymore because I sort of swished it away by accident. I've done a bit too much happy blending, but anyway. But how's everyone been? What you been up to? Life been treating you good? Things ain't been too bad at my end. Work's been a bit of a nightmare, but when is work never a nightmare? When I'm at home, because I don't care what goes on at work when I'm not there, because I'm at home. But I do miss my girls though, so yeah. Yeah, so I'm just trying to recreate this set. I'm hoping it don't look too bad. I'm just going over with the yellow again, just to make sure that they look a bit leafy, giving them a little tip at the end. I don't know. And then once I'm happy with that, I just go in with a little bit of red, but actually I was meant to go in for a little bit of red and I went in way too much red. So with the ends, because those are the bottoms of the leaves, right? From what I can understand. So at the end, where the V's meet, I just put red, and then you blend it in, but I think I put way too much red, because it just took away from the yellow in the end. Do you know what I mean? It was like a pretty mess. So I'm just like going around them all. I thought I'd use my pop sticks because I've got to use them for something, right? They're not just there for swatching. I've got to use them for nail art in some way. So I use my pop sticks, but these are ones like little round almonds, and they're very curved at the top. It's like boop, a ledge at the top. You know the ones I mean, don't you ladies? Just go around and over the top. So it's like, I didn't figure that too well. Should have used one of my stiletto tips, but anyway. So here is me trying to blend that red in. And if I got too much red, then I get a bit of yellow at the end of my brush, and I just drag that through with it. So it comes out orangey. But it just totally took away. I mean, I don't know. You know, I totally took away from the yellow in the end, which I was pretty gutted about. I'm going to practice again. I quite like this look, but it's going to take some practice. Yeah, I don't know. What do you reckon? Way too much colour, but I'm trying to blend it in. Didn't think to take too much. I just thought, you know what? Don't play with it too much. Just try and see what you can salvage. Yeah, because you know you've got to be able to salvage something, right? So I'm just blending it in as best I can. Can't see very well because I've got the recording box in my way as usual. This video is a little bit longer than normal. I have sped it up. You can't speed it up really fast on your phone like I can on my computer. I can speed it up pretty fast on my computer. But I wanted you to at least see what I was doing in this video, as opposed to just like. So as you can see, I just blend in that red into the yellow, makes it into a nice orangey colour. Add a bit more yellow just so that it's not too red. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, is this like April colour? Like, I mean, April? gosh, Michelle, because it begins with an A, right? Autumn. Autumn. We're doing autumn colours, Mish. Is it like autumnal, do you think? I don't know. You have to let me know what you think. Right, so now I think I get the same red, and what I do is I add a little bit of black to it to make it a bit darker. Again, I went in with too much red. You just need the tiniest amount. I mean, you know, I don't have a lot of surface area to work with here. I only had a little bit, and I just like, yeah. So like I did with the red before, I just blended that in again, like into the other colours. I tried to get rid of some of it, like too much there, like way too much. Like, so what did I do? I just blended it. I just blended it. I don't know if it looks any good. I'm trying to get it. I didn't want it to be like a dead. Look on the tip of the nail. I didn't want it to be a straight line. I just wanted it to sort of like melt together. It didn't melt as well as I'd like it to. But I am managing to try and stay in shot. I haven't done too badly staying in shot in this video, I tell ya. Like, yes, I've managed to stay in shot, but I've made the design don't look like I really wanted it to. I'm trying to get some of that colour out. I just added way too much. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to make a gradient, right, between the yellow, the red, and the darker red, really. That's what you're trying to do. The lady did say that it doesn't matter if you leave lines in it, because, you know, in nature, things ain't going to be like perfectly smooth yet. You're going to have definition in them, which I was alright about. I mean, don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm trying to do things that I know that I really shouldn't be trying to do, but like, mate, if you don't try, you ain't going to know, right? Now, I like this. I quite like this design, like the way this works. So I will be practicing this more. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, shadow. So now I'm putting in my shadow. Right, because they've got a shadow. Now, I'm not great at shadowing. I'm not really good at like where the light comes from onto the shadow and stuff like that just yet. I will get it eventually, but now when I look back, the shadow's not too bad. But while I was doing it, I was like, nope. So I got a brush and I was like, got rid of that shadow. It's too much shadow. It didn't look right. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, Mish, that looks pants. Take it off and start again. So I cleared up some of that shadow because it wasn't that great. And then I just went over with a brush. See, look, I've got a brush with a bit of ice spray but alcohol on. Sorry about that. And I just cleared off some of that shadow because I felt there was too much. Maybe there wasn't, I don't know. But I felt there was too much. Like I say, I'm not very good at doing that yet. So then I got my brush and I just went back in with the same brush and just blended that shadow in a bit more. In some places I thought it needed to be. Now I believe, what do I do now? Oh yeah, no, so now I use my gel paints from SBD London and I just go around the edge, around the bottom of the leaf, yeah? So it's like an outline that I'm trying to make, really. I think I've just done this totally balls up. I just realised something. I might have actually done them wrong. I don't know. Look, they've gone, it's like they've shifted. Now, I swear them triangles, when I first started, were together and they've like shifted while I painted, I don't know. So just draw my stem lines, if that's what they're called. See, I first done it with paint, like with gel polish, and it looked crap, and then I realised, use your gel paint, Mish, that's what it's there for, that's what you've got gel paint for. So I'm just going around the bottom of the leaves. Oh no, I did it right. I thought I'd done it wrong. I thought I'd put the little bits off the middle part of the leaf going the other way. It would look totally wrong. But no, I didn't. I've done it right, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm just going, like, giving it the little leaf stem thing, veiny things in the middle. Sorry. And then I just give it the ends of the leaves, like at the bottom, you know, here, the stems. That's what they're called. Yep. Yeah, you just got to try and sort of like get it how you want it, really. Sorry, come back down, Mish. You know you're out of shot, Egypt. Anyway, as you can see, I'm out of shot. But yeah, I'm drawing stems on the other leaves too. Right, so then you go in with a little bit of white to give it a bit of like contrast, if that's what it's called. I'm not sure what it's called. Yeah, so just tiny little bits. It was really difficult for me to do because I'm not used to doing really fine line artwork, so yeah, I've done the best I could. You've got to try and give it some sort of definition, that's what it's all about really. So yeah, I mean you can tidy it if you think you've done it wrong, you can always just tidy it up after, it's not a problem. And then what I did was I go over it with a matte top coat. I seal it all with a matte top coat and bake that, because SBD top coats, they go in, all SBD SBD London paint gels go under the lamp for a minute, right? So I just gave it like one top coat, baked it for a minute, and then I got some clear top coat and I got it on a dotting tool and I just put some blobs of like dew, like early morning dew on your flowers on there. And that was this one done. I've got another one to put to video, so this is it. Sorry, see what I'm saying? It curves and it sits up there, it's fugly. Sorry, I don't remember the colour of that paint. Now, I'm trying to do a maple leaf. Yeah, this was hilarious. This is like my third attempt at trying to do this maple leaf, you know. And then as I'm doing it, it's just turning out, I mean, look, it's just like, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. So you can draw, if you want to like do a design on a nail and you're not good at freehand art, you can draw like a basic outline with a pencil. It's not a problem, because you can get rid of that outline if you are happy with what you've done and you've still got some outline left. Just get a bit of rubbing alcohol after you baked your coat on, I mean, and wash it off. It just wipes off really easy. It's not a problem. Yeah, but this leaf did not look like this in the end. It's just like, oh my god, it went completely out of shape at the bottom. Completely out of shape. But this is the first time I've ever done a maple leaf. So if I've got any Canadians that are watching my videos, please accept my apologies for the fact that I've just slated the leaf. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. I'm not an artist. I just like, you know, yeah. So, well, what am I doing now? Going out of shop. Right, so going out of shop, what I did was I got a bit of the red and then I got a bit of the yellow, and what you're trying to do is you've got to blend it in, yeah? So I realised, oh, I've done it again, too much colour, blah, blah, blah. But then what did I do? Did I get a bit? Yeah, I got a bit of yellow, and what I did was I just added it, because you're trying to give it that like autumnal colour, right? Where it changes from red to the orange. You know, you're trying to give it that blend. I wouldn't worry about the edges too much. I mean, go up to the edges, but don't worry about if you go over the edge a bit or you're not quite at the very edge, because you're going to do an outline on it anyway, so it's not going to be a problem. So then I got that dark red again that I mixed up with the black. Now, I haven't cured any of this yet. I cured the yellow, but now I've put the red and the orange on, the red and the yellow on. I haven't cured it, because you've got to blend it together, right? So as you can see, I blend it all in, and you just try and make sure you cover the whole leaf as much as you possibly can. I mean, you can see it's gone out of shape, but you know what? It's not the point really. It's just practice, isn't it, really? So you just blend it as much as you can, bring up as much colour as you can into the middle. Yeah, it's like, look, it's completely pear-shaped, that leaf, I tell you. So, like I say, I do apologise to any Canadians that are watching. Right, so once I've done that, I'll go in with my black shadow. So I mix a bit of black with some clear. What I do is I got a bit of perfect black, and I added a tiniest amount, some top coat, just to water it down. And that's all you've got to do to create like a watered down colour. You just add your colour to a clear coat and mix it, and it just waters it right down. And now I'm just going in with my black gel paint from SBD London, and I'm just going to draw an outline of that maple leaf. I like these brushes because they go to such a fine tip, but my vision's not that great, so sometimes I'll put the brush down and it'll be like blob, and I'll be like, really? You just blob that on there and you've ruined it. But anyway, look at the bottom of that leaf. The leaf's embarrassing. Especially this piece, look, it's not the shape at all that I started off with. But I'm trying to justify, like, see, this is what I'm saying. So if you're worried about your edges, don't worry too much, because you're going to go around it with a black anyway, just to tidy up the edge. That's what the black's for, just to tidy it up, give it a bit of definition. And once you're happy with that, I bake the black gel paints under a light for a minute as well. And then I just go and do my stem bit up the middle. It was a bit bobbly there and it annoyed me. And then what I did with that bit was I just pushed my brush down, so just splayed it out a tiny bit just to make the bottom thicker. And then I got my brush again, and I just done the middle line veiny bits. And then I've done some more little tiny veiny bits off of there. I weren't sure about the shadowing and stuff, so what I did was I've done the white highlight but down one side, because I weren't sure what I was doing. I was like, let's just bring it. So as you can see, this tip can go really fine. And then I tried to be clever, and I messed it up right here. Put too much paint and it wouldn't come off. I'm like, that looks ridiculous, Mish. So I got my silicone brush and I just squidged off as much as I could. Don't wipe it on your skin. Shouldn't have done that. Don't wipe it on your skin. That was a bad thing to do, but I don't have any cloths down. That is a placemat that I got from IKEA. So then I just clean it off with a bit of rubbing alcohol, try and get as much of that white off as possible. Then I just went back over with a little tiny bit of brush, and then I thought, let me go around, like, too much there, that annoyed me, go around that side, and I'm like, nah, that looks pants, Mish, get rid of it, take it off, got my brush again. And I just cleaned off as much white as I possibly could without it looking stupid. Went back over that bit again. Baked that under my light for a minute. Oh yeah, and I went up the stem as well. I tried to thin it out a bit, so because I put quite a big piece at the bottom, I just drew it up. Went it over the matte top coat, went back over with my clear top coat to make the bubbles. Bob's your Uncle Fanny's your aunt. 2 sets of nails that I designed. Well, actually, I copied off of someone else's brilliant design. So this is my first ever hand painted nail art with leaves, because they are my nemesis. Can't do leaves, and for the life of me, I cannot do a butterfly. Can't do butterflies, but you know what, I'm quite happy with those. They didn't turn out too bad, but that's it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the description box below. Please share, like and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. Thank you so much for your support. See you later. Ta-da! Bye!